the beginning. For 1,000 years, Natuk has been the land of the orcs. Thick clouds keep the land dark and dreary, and the orcs like it that way. Natuk is ruled by the most powerful warrior in the land. He lives in the largest city, Jack, and rules for as long as he can before he's killed. For nearly a decade, Natuk has been ruled by Molvosh, and there are whispers that he will soon be usurped. But killing Molvosh is no easy task. He once tore the head off a troll with his bare hands. He slew a dragon with one stroke of his sword. He murdered all 16 of his whelps so that no sons would covet their father's throne. Molvosh is a ruthless and cunning orc, and all of Natuk admires him. 4 months ago, as winter ended, a young orc named Brogal began his plot to murder Molvosh and assume the throne. In hindsight, it was foolish to believe that this unknown orc could succeed, but it is too late to whine about that now. You ate through in your lot with Brogal. Sure, you didn't actually participate in his bungled attempt. Because of that, you didn't get your skin flayed off before the king whelps of Jack, like Brogal. But you did give the traitor some food, a few coins, and some empty promises and oaths of loyalty. After all, if he succeeded, you could have been chiefs or generals, but he failed. You lost everything, your money, your coins, your mates, and whelps were slain. You were imprisoned for a while, but some orc made a mistake, and you were sent to a remote southern outpost to serve the chief there, Jorax. Perhaps Molvosh will eventually discover the error, perhaps not. The unnecessary orcs end up here. It is as far from Jack as can be, and still be in Natuk. You arrived at the outpost yesterday, and Chief Jorax greeted you with a greedy grin. He immediately ordered you to clear all the rats out of an abandoned silver mine, so that he can strip it of its riches, no doubt. But at least there is fighting here. One day you will fight your way out of this outpost of degenerates and back to the good life in Jack. One day Molvosh will pay. So you stand at the entrance to the mine. You have nothing but some old equipment that Jorax found somewhere, but it should be sufficient to kill rats. It's time to smash some heads. And here we are. This map. We'll take a look at our inventory to see what we start with. We have a very bad greatsword. We have some armor. Oh, you have a cold iron weapon. That's nice. And we start with some spell books. And these are quite informative this time around, actually telling us how much damage they do. And in this game, the syllables actually mean something and are of use, because you need to encounter these either through examining spell books or hearing someone else cast a spell before it unlocks for you. So even though you don't know a spell, you can guess it if you have the syllables for it unlocked. So this is our repairman. But he's not skilled enough to repair damaged heavy leather. But he can repair the greatsword from broken condition. So it immediately gets +3 damage. And damaged heavy leather doesn't seem to offer any kind of protection. But I have gilded armor for the entire front row, hopefully. You also have a leather armor. Let's give it to the warrior instead. Your armor rating is also body part based or related in this game. So helmet will provide protection for head and neck, or at least hood will, even though it's only one on head. And defense is in general, chance to defend, avoid, I think. So if enemy is targeting certain body part, that armor rating is used for it, and if you're not aiming at anything at all, I think it rolls randomly what you actually hit. And these two gilded letters will then be used by your mages because they are on either side of the back row, so the chances of our healers getting hit by enemies is slightly lower than the mages getting hit, so that's why they get to wear the armor at this time. But these are... If I ever get the repair skill high enough, then these might be good, but I might have better gear at that point as well. Might as well give them to the shaman for now. And let's save the game after repairing that item. And what else? We should have the preferences menu where we can adjust the difficulty if we so choose. Let's use 100% for now. If I do multiple attempts of this game, I might change this for the following ones. No idea how fast the movement speed is after the patch. And I think I got a Steam message. We'll generate multicultural items, display combat grid. We'll use no scroll delay for now. I wonder what these do for now. Save again. I'll halt the recording for a bit to see what the Steam messages are about, and then we'll resume. It was just my brother informing me that in Warframe the Void Trader is offering the 120% slash mods for all the weapon types, and I think these background sounds are quite loud, and there's no audio slider in the game, so let's turn them off for now. You are at the entrance to the old mine. It doesn't smell too bad. You hear the chittering and squeaks of rodents from ahead. We have some rats here. Okay, the scroll delay is still an issue. Well, that's better. And you are mage, so you have some casting ability. They're pretty fragile, and the assassin has succeeded in starting the combat hidden with his skill of 33, which is lowered by his carried weight and equipped armor. So we can actually go forward, and we'll choose our attacking methods, which is to try and use bows to land a hit. We'll change our facing to southeast and then be there. And hopefully the enemy won't see him being there and they'll just rush past him. And when they leave his area of threat, then he'll get free hits against them. And you're just using the fencing weapon for now, so just try to land hits. Why does he keep messaging me? And he severed the left foreleg of the rat with his cheap greatsword. But the other guys are having difficulty dealing real damage past the natural armor of the giant rats, even at 100% difficulty. But that's just because their weapons are so bad, whereas the Cutlass should be quite okay with its +4 damage rate. And he shattered the skull, even if the attack would have left some hit points remaining with its damage. The fact that he targeted the head with a bludgeoning weapon and was lucky, it translated into a instant kill hit. So these are also things that can happen to your party members when enemies hit, so it can be quite dangerous to play this game. And we have a giant tick. I think they have some armor rating, so Frost should bypass. Oh la la. Oh la la. Oh la la. Seem to be failing the chant for some reason. I think there's some sort of invisible penalty to succeeding in chanting depending on how strong enemies you are facing. Oh, la, la. The giant tick should not be that hard at this point in the game. So I'm not sure what's going on. And when you get them to around halfway point of their health, they often become unconscious. And we found a bow. we have another group of rats. Shit, I wasn't supposed to go this far. No, he won't get the free attacks that I wanted to get. We could try rolling and evade their attacks that way. No, it's just landed in that square. More opponents have arrived. We have another giant. They joined the combat because the enemy group on the actual world map. Maybe that's a bit misleading. In the adventuring view, we're so close to this other group that once we started the combat, they were forcibly spawned to join. So it's entirely possible in this game to just draw in too many enemies at a given time. It's actually nice to notice that I actually have the middle syllable M from the starting spell book, spell haste. And since I have the starting air and the ending element words for physical, which is X, and for frost, which is I could possibly combine the air, the M, and the element to cast a third tier single target blast. I think it's Gravel Blast, or is it Ice Blast? Also, I'm not sure how difficult they are to execute. I think Stone Bolt, which is the second tier, is minus 30. So Gravel Blast might be somewhere along minus 60 to minus 70, maybe. So let's give it a try. Oh, he did succeed. That one's unconscious, that one's is in fear. Almost took it down. Okay, it's only minus 55. Yeah, I basically need to succeed in chant to really bother using that. I think I missed one of these side passages for not remembering how this silver mine layout went. I think that overrides the chant we previously succeeded at, so it was a bit of a gamble. It's strange that chant does not increase the chanting skill, even though it affects pretty much every other skill that I can think of. And we have another giant tick coming, so let's make you head towards the...